We have figured out how to pop out the chat. I have not made popcorn, but that would certainly go with it. And we are here in the stream, floating wherever it takes us. And Warrior, hi. Made it on time. Yes, you did. I just barely made it on time. How are you? How are you doing? Let me just, because I always forget to do it ahead of time, let me just change this. There's always something I forget. I definitely wasn't. Yeah, I'm never going to complain about somebody being asleep, or not. Because, you know, holy crap, with me. Yeah, yesterday was pretty damn rough. I had one of my bad days. It took me like 10 hours to get to sleep. And I finally ended up with 3, but thanks to, you know, a good hot shower and some really good long shower and some really strong coffee is how that should have gone. I managed to get through the day okay. Yeah. Oh, with one exception, Feral Hosting, which is the service where I was getting it, where I was doing all my online, some of my online storage. Basically the they said the disk where they were storing all my shit crashed unrecoverably. So I lost about a good several months worth of stuff. And they said, and one of their things was, we're sorry about this, we'll set up a new account for you, but the data is unrecoverable. We normally recommend backing up things. I'm like, well, you know, for a if you have consumers paying for your service and your part of that is to maintain their data for them, maybe you ought to reconsider not doing backup storage of the stuff they have up there, because apparently their response to that is we don't do backup storage because it would take up too much space, and therefore the implication is they'd have less space to sell. So fuck Feral Hosting. And it's sad to say that because they've been reliable for me for years, but you know, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, go fuck yourself. Twice. Yeah. Also an amusing bit of irony, I guess you could consider this irony. One of the big ticket items I had on eBay finally sold. So in about a week's time, I would have had money to put a partial payment on a external hard drive that would have been able to offload all the things I had on there. Yeah. Fucking. So yeah. Oh yeah, seriously. And for the one good thing, none of it involved any of the streaming or none of it involved any of the streaming or the YouTube stuff. Otherwise, I would be driving somewhere with a baseball bat right now, looking for somebody. Hi, Misfit Kitten. Oh yeah, there'll be outlandish deaths, that's for sure. How are you doing? I was just going over my my data woes. Don't use Feral Hosting, by the way. They don't do backups of stuff that you upload. and their basic response to losing all of my shit was oops, sorry, and here, you have a few days to set up a new account. But I will survive. I'm making notes of what it was that I had lost. Admittedly, a lot of this was, oh. Okay, well, that's lucky. I had a teacher for, it was like an essayist class, and at the time I was using a Smith Corona word processor that used proprietary data disks, and the thing crapped out on me after I got the paper done. So I actually brought the disk in the hopes that somebody might have the same thing in the English department office. And I showed it to the professor. I said, I have the paper done, but I just need to find something printed out. And he's like, you have until next class. Get thee to a real computer. I said, okay. Ever since then, I didn't actually manage to get a real computer until I was, when did I? Actually, about halfway through college. But in between those two events, I did all my papers from then in the computer lab. All right. Well, let's go ahead and begin the craziness, shall we? This ought to be fun. Yeah, that's exactly what you want to hear when we get ready to go into a game. This ought to be fun. Okay. Oh, shit, forgot to turn my light on. So I guess two things I forgot. See, now you can see my lovely mug. Yeah. All my beautiful glory can shine through. You just give me a moment to rearrange a couple things here. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to move them in the scene order just to make things a little easier. Okay, I'll move that up one, and there we go. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Fortunately, that one just took, like, it was a dual typewriter and word processor. Fortunately, it just took regular letter size paper. Printing banners, yeah, definitely. Why are you not taking up the full... Hold on a goddamn minute here. What are you doing? You stupid. Alright, bear with me. Okay. I saw what it was. I had apparently two different settings for Buckshot Roulette and this game, and I still had it on Buckshot Roulette. I know what I'm doing. Now let me just go and get everything in the right layered order. It's fun let's playing sometimes, you know? Okay. North, south, east, west, click. Okay. Everything seems to be showing up correctly. Alright. About 4 seconds. Okay, that's good. Alright then. Let's get this thing rolling, for God's sakes. Okay. 3, 2, 1. We're out of the castle, but not out of the woods. Welcome back to Beyond Shadowgate, and now we at long last tackle the Magic Forest, which is basically going to be a Legend of Zelda Lost Woods kind of situation, going every which way with some clues to lead us. So, without further ado, let's see if we can find Grandma's house. Okay, so one thing I did, if you will recall last time, I made a rudimentary copy of the image that was shown through the telescope with the woods outline and the different colors that were there representing the different color wisps that are presumably at the crossroads of the various places, or just wherever. I also went back in between the sessions and reread the Dwarven Tombstones. The one that really mattered was the one that said that red wisps were malevolence and not to be trusted. Which leads me to wonder about something. Blue are probably okay because we've been listening to a blue wisp the whole time, but nothing was said about green. So, green is a question mark still. So let's see what we can make of this. Alright, so we got 3 possible paths to go. I'm going to see if we can make use of the lens right here, because it looks like we are at a crossroads, and that was one of the first things to see. I saw that sheath and I thought it said stealth. Ha! Okay. You look through the lens. A faintly growing green wisp hovers silently in the air, pointing towards a path. It's pointing left. You wonder if you should follow it. What do you think? My wispkin can be seen through the magic lens. Enter the enchanted forest and have them show you the way. Can I speak to it? There was no response. Yeah, the thing is, the green wisps right now are wild cards, so I'm not sure what to do, but, You know what, I'm going to go ahead and trust her for right now, because I think, according to the map, it looks, sort of along the right lines. Okay, red wisp. And it's pointing back where we went. Okay, so that's definitely not a good idea. Okay, so I'm gonna say go the opposite direction, because I think from the map that looks right. Or I should say correct. Okay. I wish we could just, like, use this on self and just... Oh, it does work that way, okay. Okay, so the green wisp appears to be pointing north. Alright, let's try it. Oh, okay. Okay, now, if you take a look at the way the map was drawn from what I saw through the telescope, this really didn't follow. Because the green wisp told us to go left at first. Swiss wisps. That's a good thing to have in the January cold. Sorry, I'm trying to line this up so you can see it easily. It told us to go left. So we basically went left twice, which put us about here, I think? Oh, no, it put us here. Yeah. We would have ended up basically here, and there should have been a blue. But there was a green, it pointed upwards, which would have theoretically brought us here, but it actually brought us about here, where there was a green wisp. So, I don't know if my map was inaccurate, or what was going on, or if the wisps decided to play, pull a Chinese fire drill on me, and as soon as they stopped, they switched around in the car. But in any case, we are where we are. Let's see, you step forth from the accursed maze of a forest into a quiet clearing in the woods. A wooden bridge over a lazy river beckons you forward, away from the hazards of the forest for good, you hope. There only seemed to be one path out of the forest from what I saw, so I'm assuming this is it. It is a covered wooden bridge, not uncommon in rural places. The dirt wagon path is being reclaimed by nature. You imagine the road saw more action when the mine was in operation. Yeah, I always want to make sure my roads get in a piece. Last thing I want's a pissed-off, pent-up road. Now, I gotta admit, I've actually been scared of old wooden covered bridges ever since I saw Beetlejuice. But, what the hell? Covered bridge. The dirt path leads to the wooden bridge, and then the wooden bridge. It's a small dirt path leading down to the riverbank. You don't have time to admire the scenery now, but you resolve to remember this spot next time you'd like to go fishing. I want to know what the hell is up with the sky. I mean, that's like a Jackson Pollock horizon. Headless Horseman will be waiting on the other side of the bridge. I didn't think of that, but thanks for putting it in my head. Okay, no, wait a minute. I got another path here. Where is this? Small dirt path leading down to the riverbank, and presumably to the van down by the riverbank. Underside. What is that? Crouching low, you see this handle is attached to a lever that connects to a mechanism underneath the bridge. It is well within reach and can be pulled easily. Well, might as well do it then. You reach out and grasp the handle, pulling it down. The sound of a firm click is heard from a mechanism in the bridge above. The riverbank reveals the underside of the bridge. Okay. As you turn to walk away, the handle resets to its original position. You also hear the mechanism in the bridge reset. It has undone whatever happened. Okay. So I got a feeling that had to, truss bridge. You look closely and see the planks are unusually staggered. Still, you whistle and admire the craftsmanship. Sure don't make them like they used to, you say to the empty bridge. Although old and abandoned, the planks were gathered from the Torlin forest that remain strong enough to support you. You see a meadow at the end of the truss bridge. Let's see if we can go. As you walk through the covered bridge, your concentration is broken by the sound of creaking wood beneath your feet. Suddenly, a trapdoor opens and you fall into the rushing river below. You got lucky last time you plunged into raging waters. This time the current is much, much stronger. The Torlin Chamber of Commerce should be told about these killer bridges. Unfortunately, you won't be able to write that sternly worded letter. You'll be too busy being dead. Yeah, I plan on being busy when I'm dead. Unlike Warren Zevon, I'm not going to sleep when I'm dead. Okay. Alright, so clearly something's got to be done about that trapdoor. Let's see, what do I have that could potentially do something about that? Huh. I wonder if I could stick this on there. You attach the bird cage to the handle, but nothing happens. It appears the cage is not heavy enough. Okay, maybe. You place the heavy rocks into the bird cage. No flying away now. No flying away now, rocks. You realize speaking to rocks can't be healthy. You now have a really heavy bird cage. Good for you. Well, it might actually be good for me. Heavy cage. The bird cage holds the heavy stones. The cage's hook is intact and looks like it could support the weight. Okay. You attach the bird cage full of rocks to the handle. The handle sinks another inch as it's pulled as tight as it can be. Handle is pulled tight and being held down by the weight of the cage full of rocks. I just like getting as much dialogue as I can. Stay out of that undead waiting room, though. I don't know. Got to be at least more interesting than Darwin's waiting room. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to say before I walk across this. Okay. That took care of the trapdoor. There's the trapdoor. Meadow. The forest path winds through a small meadow. Okay. Nothing much to say about this. Holy shit! With a loud screech, a foul harpy swoops down from the trees and hovers in front of you. Because of the stench coming from this human vulture, with boobs, there are boobs there, you wonder why you didn't notice it sooner. But, boobs. It's very rare you saw male harpies outside of, modern mythological fiction. Can we talk? Whether or not the creature understands you is moot. as all it does is shriek back. This harpy is half bird and half woman. The avian half is a vulture with filthy feathers and claws glistening with poison. It's hovering beyond arm's reach. I wonder what to do about this. Ugh. Before you can act, the harpy dives at your unprotected head. Its claws rake your face, tearing away chunks of flesh. With your face a bloody ruin and your eyes gouged out, you fall to the forest floor, moaning as its poison finishes you off. I was thinking if I showed her her own ugly face, maybe, you know. But clearly not. Okay, the harpy's already there. Maybe this is what I need to use the crossbow on. The harpy's eyes show the faintest glint of fear at the sight of the crossbow as you loose the bolt. The harpy nimbly dodges, if only there was a way to slow the harpy down. Well, first things first. Okay. Crossbow reloaded. I wonder. Nope. I was thinking maybe throw the heavy coat over her. Maybe she likes candy too, maybe. Nope. Does not have a sweet fang. I wonder if this game keeps track of your failures. Okay. Maybe I can blind her. No. Maybe I could use Self and Mooner or something. I wonder if she'd like a shiny thing. No? Okay, clearly the crossbow is part of this. The only question is what comes in front of it. Throw the empty sack over her head? No? Hi, thanks for playing Beyond Shadowgate. Series co-creators Dave Marsh and Carl Roloffs. Okay, I wonder if you have to get a certain amount of deaths to see that. Look at something here. Fresh candle burns brightly in the lantern. Okay. So nothing that other one's going to do that the first one didn't do. Nope, not hungry. Doesn't like cheese either. Just my luck, I find the world's one lactose-intolerant harpy. Okay, I'm getting very close to resorting to the guide. I'm not quite there yet. Tried the pearl. Ooh. Maybe. Ah! Nice! The harpy darts towards you, claws out, ready to take your life. Before its talons reach your body, you thrust the standard into the harpy, impaling the flying horror. The stunned harpy is slowly getting its bearings. You better act fast, it won't be happy when it gets back up. Best not get too close, lest it lash out violently. You think it prudent to keep your distance. Ooh, nice effect. The crossbow bolt pierces the harpy's flesh. In a moment, the monster bursts into dark flames and vanishes into floating ash. Sweet. Can I take this again? You take the pole with you. It could still have a purpose. It's a long yet surprisingly light painted metal pole. From a distance, it reminds me of a staff. Fortunately, I would touch this pole with a 10-foot pole. Okay, see? I figured it out. We got there. I thought that was something. It looked like a stone or something. Lone tree. Only one tree would dare give me the raspberry. Lone tree! You stare at the old tree for a moment, deciding against snapping beneath it. Strangely, you swear you hear the jangling of chains. Alice? Alice? Is that you? Do you have a jar of flies in there? Holy dicks! As you continue along the path, the sound of splintering wood explodes in your left ear. I do wear headphones, but interestingly, I didn't hear that coming out of only the left one. Just figured I'd point that out, but hey. In your misfortune, you stumbled upon a raging treant. Its hollow shriek tears through the still forest air. And I'm reminded of Clerks 2 when Randall's going on the rant about the Lord of the Rings series. Even the fucking trees walked in that movie. The treants you knew were docile and wise creatures. Something has twisted this one into a monstrosity. Can we talk? You receive no reply. Okay, well, my gut says burn it. Apologies to anyone in California right now. Oh, look at the expression on it. Wow. Oh! Suddenly we walked into the living forest from Mortal Kombat 2, I just realized. You frantically try to recall the wooden beast's weakness and decide that fire is a good bet against your fibrous foe. Fire, fibrous foe, yes. Oh, God. Oh, my God. I really apologize now. Holy shit. You hurl the lantern at the rogue treant and watch as it bursts into flames, quickly engulfing the monster. Jesus! Sighing with relief, you resolve never to walk in the woods alone again if you can avoid it. My God. The terrifying treant was burnt to a crisp. It is thoroughly dead. And sadly, nothing to gain from it. Oh yeah, the Lorax is going to fuck me up for this one. Oh man. Okay. Well, at least that one went quicker than the Harpy, but then again, it was more obvious than the Harpy, I think. I feel so comfortable. Really, most sincerely dead. He's not quite dead. Well, fuck, he is. Okay, the shit we got here. A pair of silver eyes cast their gaze upon you. They silently watch your every move. Hello. Manticore, 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 Manticore. A Manticore bursts through the grove, leaping onto the path. It looks directly at you and becomes eerily still. An evil energy begins to emit from its eyes. It is surely preparing an attack. The Manticore stares intently as its eyes grow brighter. You have only seconds to react. Fuck. Shoot the fucker. Nope. And it spews a couple of small streams at me. Now, I didn't remember the Manticore in mythology being able to do this. I mean, the thing was a lion with a scorpion's tail with, like, gargoyle/demon wings. You know, I mean, that's badass. This is a thing that belongs painted on the side of an 80s van. Seriously. And I've actually seen fan art of Anthro Manticores, and they look no less badass. An intense beam of energy shoots from the Manticore's eyes, so what power did we give it here? Your body is bathed in the light and heat of 1,000 suns. The burning sensation fades as your body evaporates into nothingness. Should have gotten tough actin' to actin'. Okay. Heat vision. So the Manticore is apparently Clark Kent. Okay. So let's see, what do I have that could potentially do something? Somehow I doubt the heavy coat's going to do anything. Maybe this is where the silver tray comes in. Because I was thinking that might be useful against a Gorgon, but if I've got something that's got a vision attack, maybe the same thing would come into play. Oh, it looks so sad. Oh, why do you have to do that? As the Manticore lets out a roar, you cower behind the silver platter as you hold it aloft. The beam of energy reflects off the well-polished servingware and directly back at its origin. The Manticore groans in pain as its eyes burn. The creature reels in pain and lies on the ground. Even without its sight, the Manticore senses that you are still near. The Manticore has blinded itself, but it remains alert. Well, I guess we'll see if we can crossbow and polish it off. Oh. That looks so sad. Oh, now it's got a domino mask. It's like a sidekick. With the Manticore reeling from its own attack, you level your crossbow sights towards it, exhale, and fire. For all you Knights of the Knights of the Dinner Table fans, I waste it with my crossbow! It's a direct hit. The manticore tumbles over, dark blood slowly staining its fur. Okay, well, first things first. The manticore is injured, but you sense it has just a little fight left in it. Well, we have to do it again? There we go. You felled the beast with a final crossbow bolt. Dark flames engulf its body as its ashes scatter with the wind. I'm glad we see, considering these crossbow bolts may very well be magical because everything's kind of disappearing in the same way, which makes me think it's not so much the way the monster dies, it's what the crossbow bolt does to it. I'm guessing we probably have an unlimited supply of these things, which is perfectly fine by me. Okay, so that's 3 mythical creatures in the Pantheon down, and God only knows what's coming next, or Goddess only knows, possibly. So I think that's a good time to stop, and we'll resume our trek through the non-mysterious forest, but every bit as dangerous forest. So thank you very much for joining me, and always remember, if you ever run into a mythical creature, sometimes it is actually useful to kill it with fire! So take care. Until we game again. Cut. Alright. Take a quick drink here. Alright. And 3, 2, 1. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something shady about this. Welcome back to Beyond Shadowgate, and we have just destroyed the Manticore of Shady Grove, and we're getting ready to progress on to whatever lies beyond. So, without further ado, hopefully we'll have better luck at turning off the dark than Spider-Man did. Let's see the map real quick. No, I'm still on that first part. 37%. Okay. See, I thought originally, like, I miscalculated on something when it said that the world was 5 times the size of the original Shadowgate. I took that to mean, like, the map was in fifths. Though I did actually, I think I did find this second part of the map. It just kind of got put together with this. So, we still got a lot of game to go, which is perfectly fine by me because I'm loving this. Forest Edge. I can't go down to the Forest Edge. I didn't do it, I saw who did. You step away from the shadowy grove, beyond the Forest Edge, and into a quiet clearing. Before you is the Tyre River. You exhale slowly, thank the one I can rest, becoming aware of the pain from several bruises covering your aching body. Knowing this is a shipping lane to Stormhaven, you plan to catch a boat and sleep like a log on the next leg of your journey. Oh, if only. I'm sure that'll completely work out that way. His stylish clothing contrasts with the wild nature of the Torlin forest. He looks slightly less out of place than you. Okay, let's see what he has to say. You wave at the merchant and point at the boat, asking if you could catch a ride. He looks at the boat and then to you. Love to have you join us, but as you can see, we're locked in port. Damned hydra weeds are a menace, I say. Hydra weeds? Jeez. Sounds like something not even Roundup could handle. Cut them and they'll grow back double. Not sure when we'll get free, Fenling. A large river splits the forest in two. It reminds you of your inability to swim. A boat sits on the riverbank ahead. The ramp is extended, almost welcoming you on board. Well, don't that look inviting? Countless weeds cover the ship from stem to stern. You swear you see the weeds tightening around the ship's hull. Somehow I doubt I'm going to be able to move on, but I'll try it. You stroll up the dock thinking you'll start on your nap early. That is until hydra weeds wrap tightly around your ankles. Ah, shit. Oh, geez. Before you can shout for help, you're dragged under the water along the underside of the ship's hull. Oh, great, I'm getting keel-hauled. The side of the boat says free 10-piece. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Molester boat! You notice a good amount of barnacles on the worn hull before you die a lonely death at the bottom of the river. I harvest the barnacles and use them to make water-breathing potions that will sell for outrageous amounts in Skyrim. Let's see. Maybe I can burn them. And hopefully not set the boat on fire at the same time. The item does not work. So maybe I could knock them off. Well, what the hell? This is my answer to everything else. Wow, I didn't even fire the thing. Shit. What the hell? Nope. They're not candy lovers. Says you. Oh, I'm also happy to see that the silver tray didn't melt, so if I run into a Gorgon, I still have that and know what to do. Alright, you got any ideas? You still can't swim, Del. We need to get down the river, so it's best we help them. I swear to God. You're about as useless as a turn signal on a tractor. Actually, I thought of a better one. You're about as useless as a turn signal on a dragster. There you go. That makes more sense, don't it? I wonder if I can move in there. No. There's got to be something somewhere. I wonder. No. My idea was to put the sheath on the end of a pole and have like a makeshift 10-foot torch. Maybe I could do that with a heavy coat. No. Excuse me. No. Or possibly the empty sack. No. No. Okay. My gut still says burn these things. Nope, nothing of significance. This is one thing I'm having a little bit of a problem with. Like, it seems like on a certain part of the borders here, it just indicates what the next screen adjacent to it is. So if you've got something like this that's a detail, or you think it's a detail, yeah. If you got something like this that you think it's a detail, you really can't do anything with it. Put the lantern on the end of the pole. Okay, maybe. No go. Good thought, though. The mysterious maze is now a straight path back to the guardhouse. You head back. Okay, what I was thinking was there may have been something in the mysterious maze that I needed to get. I hope to God that's not the case, because it's now apparently locked out. If that was what happened, then I just got soft locked. Alright. Pause for the cause. Wow. And I'm a flippin' moron, because I totally forgot about the thing that I had right there all the time. And Flitchard, hi. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Good, but glad to hear you're having fun. Glad to have you. Welcome, welcome. You showed up just in time for me to admit that I'm a moron. That's a hell of an introduction, isn't it? Okay, but yes, yeah, definitely only if asked, because I'm trying to do this as blind as I possibly can. I've got the, oh, thank you all. Very much appreciated. I've got the strategy guide, because I bought the deluxe version, and I have that up in Adobe on a window behind the window I'm watching the chat on, and the stream on, but I'm only trying to consult it if absolutely necessary. So yeah, I appreciate that. You easily push on. Yeah. So, in my defense, I learned a couple of spells a while back, but they haven't come into play until now. Oh, I'm sorry, one of them did. Herbicidia is what I need to do. Oh. You walk up to the riverbank, turn to make sure the merchant is watching. Dig me. And raise your arms as high into the air as you can. Monsanto! Herbicidia, you shout in the deepest voice you can produce, given your modest size. With the magic spell spoken, again, with a K, true magic, the hydra weeds wither and fall away from the hull of the barge, freeing the ship. You're welcome, you say, giving the merchant one of the finest smirks ever seen this side of the Tyre River. It's Damien Sandow. You're welcome. It's only then that you realize he's been looking downward this whole time. Yeah, you, okay, now, I'm a little confused as to how his hands are placed here. The skin tone is reasonably close to the horizon here, so I'm not sure, like, if that's actually his fist, and if it is he trying to break his own nose? Because this is what it looks like he's doing. And it's really friggin' awkward. He's a rogue. He's a rogue. It's a devious septum. Anyway, wow, that kind of hurt. Every episode I don't suffer from my art. Our murderous rampage continues. Yes, head on fist, resting fist face. Thank you for inspiring that. What's it? Sorry, I dozed off there for a second. What's it? Well, look at that. Those nasty brambles decided to just give up and release the ship all on their own. Poor Dell. He can't win for losing. Little Fenling, today is certainly your lucky day. Let's board and soon we'll be heading down the river. Hi, me. How are you doing? You say to yourself. I'm conversing with myself, so I've lost my mind. And you? You don't reply. I was expecting him to, like, sigh after that or something. Okay. Barge deck. So, certainly doing a nice Ponce pose, isn't he? This merchant ship is loaded with cargo bound for ports along the Tyre River. You can tell by his confident stance that this is the owner of the merchant ship. Is that what that stance is telling me? The stance is telling me he hasn't gone pee-pee in a while. Welcome aboard, Fenlin. When you're ready to go, head to the foredeck and take in the view, the merchant says. Okay, this begs the question. Are we ready to go? Because this could be a part in the game where we may not be able to backtrack. Yeah, actually, Fletchard, if you'd, and again, I hope I got that right, Fletchard, if you wouldn't mind, just tell me, is there anything I need to go back for? From this point, if I hadn't already gotten it. I'll push you off the ship in just a sec. Perhaps you could stand at the end of that long plank. Okay, not now. So I am able to go back to the earlier parts from here. I'm not totally blocked out if I take the trip. I will be able to backtrack I will be able to backtrack eventually. Okay. All right, that's cool. I mean, I've been grabbing every single thing I could think of, and there was nothing else I could buy from the curio shop and the weapon merchant because I didn't have money for anything else. Never mind the fact that I saw things there that I thought could come in handy. Uh, actually, can I use the pearl to buy anything? I remember trying it on the... No, actually, no, I can't, because I remember I tried it on the... I tried it on all three of the shop owners, and none of them wanted it. The weapon shop owner took the sapphire. Alright, I guess we're ready to go then. Foredeck. Okay, so the boat is not circumcised. The barge pushes away from the dock, groaning and creaking as it slowly sways side to side in the churning waters. You briefly struggle with your stomach trying to keep the bile down. Thankfully, your nausea quickly passes. Waves of chilled mist roll over the edge of the barge deck. Oh shit, we're going to Ravenloft. Quickly becoming so thick that you can't see your feet. That's it, I'm done with the cold for good, you say, resolving to adventure in only tropical climates henceforth. The mist keeps rising over the deck, turning into a thick and cold fog. Something isn't right. Actually, maybe we're not going to Ravenloft, maybe we're going to Silent Hill. Laughter echoes through the mist. It sounds like it's coming from all around you. A raspy voice hisses. I see you, Fendling. You should have... Okay, once again we have oddness with the sibilants. Because when an S sounds like a S, like that, you know, that should definitely be that way. When it's a sh, with an SH, it probably shouldn't. I see you, Fendling. You should have... That's how that would end up sounding. Kept to your own affairs. Suffer and drown. Oh boy. What is this? Can this help? Okay. I got an idea. You slip the coat on and start sweating immediately. Pulling it off, you decide to store it until you're freezing cold. Okay, there goes that idea. Shit. Up. Up. Crash. I was about to offer it some tempies. Yeah. Okay, now I want to see what the line was. A natural fog? Yeah, I got nothing. Man, even the guide gives up. That's nice. I like that. It's like a... It's like a... there are a bunch of different terms and anagrams that they use in hospitals. Very unofficial stuff. That have gotten doctors in trouble when they show up on official reports. One of my favorites is AMYOYO, which stands for All Right, Motherfucker, You're on Your Own. Which is basically the doctor's way of saying, yeah, I got nothing. With the boat drifting blind and out of control, it stops with a sudden crash and sends you flying overboard. The swamp. I thought we drained this. A splash of cold water onto your face shocks you awake. Your eyes focus and you realize you're floating in a swamp. The shit? You turn your head to see the toothy grin of a most unusual creature, and why do I suddenly have no goods? Its shrill voice calls back to you. Thanks, thank you for my new toys. Won't you miss them? Come find them. Yes, follow. Yeah, it's a moment like this I wish I had some cookies to show. I have like a whole one of those big bins of Pepperidge Farm Milano cookies, but I ate them all and I don't know where the bin is. You suddenly have cause to question the reliability of your eyes. Well, you know, we can get a cookie if we can manage to find a big-ass battle axe. That's still one of the stupidest things and uninvited to me. Like, you have to open a cookie jar with a fucking battle axe. And both of them break. Ugh. That had to be an intentional nod to uninvited. There's no way that's a coincidence. You lose sight of the creature as it scampers away. Looking around, there is no sign of the barge or its contents anywhere in this swamp. Alright, motherfucker, you're on your own. Swampy waters give way to hard-packed earth ahead. Well, it could be a hard-packed earth kit. Alright, well. And uncharted territory, it looks like. Plank path. And what the hell is that? Let's look and find out. An unusual figure hangs by strings from this tree. It looks like a grotesque doll. Oh fuck, it's the Blair Witch. Yeah, I'm trying to remember if there have been really any references to Deja Vu. Or Deja Vu 2. There's definitely been a lot of references to Shadowgate, obviously, since it's the true sequel to it. I think that's the first uninvited reference, at least the first one I caught on to. I don't remember if there have been Deja Vu references or not. I'm gonna have to keep a closer eye out for them, because that Deja Vu was my favorite of the three. An unusual figure, a grotesque doll. Okay, good to know. I'll keep my eye out. No response. Civilization touched this rotten swamp at some point, but all that remains are these logs and obscene tokens. Show me on the doll where civilization touched you. It's right there. Civilization touched me right there. I was going to say, if it took my spells, too. I don't remember what this does. The spell failed. I think the only thing I remembered was that poly as a prefix means all. I had guess. Well, let's say 3, if I remember right. Yeah, I had made a guess that the closest word I could put to Chromus was Cronus, which would be time. So all time, but I doubt that's it. I don't really remember what this was for. Well, I got nothing I can do but progress, it looks like. Hilltop. Oh, I think yeah, I remember what I theorized this was for now. And clearly it wasn't. Yeah. Oh, look at it. On frozen stone without a path in sight, a single word summons a bridge of light. Okay, so I'm guessing if I'm on like a glacial wasteland or something. Okay. I didn't know you could look at the spells and get that. I thought it was one of those things like you read it and like, ah, mag book vanished. Yeah. Staring into the distance, you see a large house. Oh, What else can I do? Overlook. Competing for your attention are the constant squishing of your wet socks and the obnoxious loss of your equipment. Looking up from your shoes, you are shocked to see the stark outline of a large mansion against the setting sun. Okay, it's uninvited. Let's check the mailbox after our car explodes. The rotting walls immediately give you the creeps. It feels wrong, a mansion built alone between a desert and swamp. Well, nothing odd to me. Okay. Before you can say you'll never set foot in there, you see the imp scurry through the door with all your belongings. Realizing you won't survive the desert without your things, you sigh heavily from exhaustion and continue onward. And that's exactly what we're going to have to do in the next episode. So I think that's a good stopping point for now. So thank you for joining me on this continually even more and more insane adventure. And always remember, if you happen to see a fog coming in out of nowhere, tell Strahd he owes me $5. So take care until we game again. Cut. Fletchard, don't worry. I'm not ending the stream. The way I do things, I time out my videos for a certain amount of time, usually by year, and I try to put in what I'm going to use for the YouTube intros and outros as part of those. And then I put the cut point, so when I go back I know where to cut, and then I go on and do the next one. I'm going to be streaming this all night until my stopping point, which is usually 10 or sometimes earlier. So, yeah, don't feel bad. That confuses a lot of people, but that just makes it easier on me later. So I feel like I have a coherent episode beginning and ending. Okay. Having said that, quick drink is in order. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. Welcome to the second most famous mansion of maniacs. This is beyond Shadowgate. We have discovered a mysterious mansion in between a swamp and a desert. So, I can only assume this is yeah, I was trying to make a joke there. I got nothing. Yeah. So without further ado, let's crash this mansion party. Okay, then. I'm going to assume that if we... I'm going to assume real quick that if we go out into the desert, the Baron... You've heard tale of this place, the Great Barren, a wasteland that radiates a demonic heat from a spell long spent. A powerful wizard delved into the dark arts and cast a hideous spell at the expense of his life, the spell of Hellfire, or as the NES would make you say, Heckfire. Once a region of lush forests and wetlands, this land is desolate. Only shifting sands and unextinguishable flames remain. Ahead are the inhospitable dunes of the desert. You see the corpse of Frank Herbert. Okay, so we'll save all that for later. Okay, I was just pausing there for the siren in the background that always gets picked up by the mic to go by. Obviously cut that. Alright, so... What the... Has the purple meteor been in here? This really is Maniac Mansion. As you crest the top of the stairs to follow the imp, the doors slam shut right in front of you. Oh, okay. Its familiar, shrill voice calls to you from beyond the doors. Welcome, welcome to my home. Help I need. Yes, yes I do. Hey. But trust you? No, not yet. No. Friends share food. Yes, treats. Take this. Here. Bring my favorite meal. Hurry, go. You know, if you hadn't taken my shit, I could have given you plenty of treats. You see the imp open the door and open the door and crack and moon you, and toss a small red stone onto the ground. It quickly shuts the door again. What the? The deep red color of this stone reminds you of dried blood. Okay. A cult stone. You lift the stone off the ground, grateful that none of your friends are here to see the imp get the better of you. What did it mean, my favorite meal? And where am I going to find food in a desert? You grumble to yourself. This deep red stone emanates an otherworldly presence. You see an odd-looking circle carved into it. Large solid doors give this portico. I don't remember ever seeing that word. As an English major, I love unique and interesting words. I've never heard of portico. Cool. And ominous and uninviting. Really? Really? An ominous and uninviting appearance. Okay, you got me. Flachard, you still here, man? Or woman, sorry. Didn't mean to assume. Or person. Didn't mean to assume again. Okay, I just didn't want to think I had driven you off. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, say no more. I'm wondering about something. The item is useless here. Okay. What's it like? Well, all I know is I am not dead yet. You know, seeing the background change there makes me realize I didn't even look at the background when we were on the river and the fog was rolling up, and then when we were in the swamp. So I'll have to look at that in post. Okay, so I guess I'm looking for a special circle. Crossroads. Cody Rhodes finisher. This appears to be a nexus point where the pipes meet. A simple metal footbridge allows for passage into the desert. Pipes? The metal pipes lead eastward. The metal pipes stretch off to the west. Okay. Which begs the question, what are the pipes for? Oh, I didn't want to ask anything. I just wanted to make sure you were still here. Ooh, well, doesn't this look pleasant? Desert grave. This dune is the resting place of an unfortunate... This dune is the resting place of an unfortunate soul. All that is left is their sun-bleached skeleton. The body is clutching a round hand wheel to its bony chest. You grab the hand wheel from the clutches of this unfortunate soul. You're hopeful that you might finish what they started. They're incomplete. That ain't no way to treat the brokenhearted. This round valve has a square hole in the center. It is made of the same material as the pipes in the desert. I wonder if that was a nod to the fact that this was on Steam. You squint your eyes and look across the sand, seeing only endless dunes. You should watch your step from here on out. Endless expanse. Ooh. Okay, now, here's the thing. If they wanted to throw in a tribute to, or a nod to Deja Vu 2, Lost in Las Vegas, this would be where a dollar bill would float across the ground. Because in Deja Vu 2, if you ran out of money from the casino, you could wander out into the desert, and occasionally a dollar bill would float your way. You could grab that and go back to the casino, play blackjack with Rudy to get more money. Or you could also end up completely lost. Or I think one of the deaths you could have happen there is either stuck wandering the desert and die, or stung by a scorpion. Either way, I don't think I should go any further out. Pipes east. The pipes stretch east to west along this part of the desert. Their purpose is very mysterious. That's not something I expected to see. The structure. Ooh, don't that look ominous? The origin and purpose of this structure are a mystery to you. You wonder if its secrets lie in its design. You think. Blockhead henge. There is a small slot at the base of the structure. It's a Stargate. Not something I ever got into, I admit. I'm not much on space sci-fi. I like my sci-fi more grounded. Things like Terminator, The One, RoboCop. It's a Fargate. You want to get sued? Shut up, lad. It's the shinning. Okay. Well, I got two things, so it's not like I'm going to have a long time trying to figure this out. Okay. Well, we know what fits then, don't we? You place the stone in the structure. It fits perfectly, but nothing happens. Something must be missing. But it doesn't look like it's actually in there, so I might have to place it again. Okay, so I'm guessing I have to go west and do something with this valve. Okay, that's an interesting coloration there. You see the pipes continue towards a large pit. Two pipes are slowly being reclaimed by the merciless desert sands. Yeah, they'll take their time, but they'll get you. Man, talk about central heating. Intense heat radiates from a pit of molten lava. The pipes must be harvesting the thermal energy. This molten pit burns so intensely that it may as well belong in the center of hell itself. Excuse me. My apologies. Got that. Okay. So, before we do anything else, let's go ahead and do something stupid. I just want to see what happens. You jump feet first into the fiery pit. Your body is quickly set ablaze and reduced to ashes in mere seconds. Nothing about how dumb that was. Because I remember in the first Shadowgate when you jumped into the... if you jumped into either the flames or the oil... It said something like, "Thou art brave warrior, but stupid." Okay, well, I satisfied my curiosity. There's a square knob at the top of this post. Looks like it's missing a piece. Pause. Come on. Another emergency vehicle. Okay, I think I went by. I live right near a firehouse, so I get plenty of entropy on the main road every day. Okay, you attach the valve to the metal post. Before you turn it, you hear a loud whooshing noise. Holy dicks! Suddenly, a searing gust of wind knocks you back. A flaming entity bursts forth from the lava and fixes its eyes upon you. Crap in a basket. A monster of pure flame floats above the fire pit. Can we talk? Apparently not. Okay, this is just a red version of the thing that was in the spell book before. Moving with a swiftness in which you are unprepared, the fire elemental grabs your ankles in its burning claws. It lifts you high into the air, hanging you upside down for a moment before dropping you headfirst into the lava below. Now, Satan's sauna. No. I was hoping maybe if I turned that fast enough it would shut it down. I have to be honest, Flechard, I don't really care about achievements. To me, they're kind of pointless things to brag about. The only reason I would care about achievements is if you could somehow use them for points for things, specifically games. You know, not, useless kitsch. But yeah, I mean, if you want to throw something out there, by all means. I see we have somebody else watching now. Hello, whoever you are, and thank you for being here. Okay, well, let's try this. Nope, doesn't care about that. I'm guessing there's... I've already gotten achievements for dying to something to a certain amount of times. Okay, maybe I just need to not go back there. Take a look at the horizon? Okay. I generally try to do that anyway, so that's cool. If it fits perfectly but nothing happens, something must be missing. Okay, let's... Maybe, well, we're going to try this. The spell failed. Okay, there's clearly something I'm missing here. This is why I'm glad I live on the East Coast. As you walk through the desert, your leg suddenly slides knee-deep into the sand and you fall forward with a wet splat. The sand feels like a sponge that quickly envelops you. You struggle to stand, only to sink deeper and deeper. I'd like the strength to sit or stand. I lost my self-confidence in the quicksand. Little early finger 11 for you. Okay. Well, as long as we're at it, let's try the other ways. Same thing. I love this music, by the way. Okay. So, is this going to be one of these things where there's one viable path and everything else leads to fuck you death? Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just thought of something. Oh shit, I don't have it. The magic lens. Unless you know how to cross, you cannot. That's what got Artax? Oh yeah. So his story actually did end. Okay. So forward, then left. Okay, not left. Alright, Flitchard, go ahead. I'll just grab a drink here and hang tight. Try every item on an obstacle. The flame elemental has weakness. Well, the problem is as soon as I used the valve, all I had was the occult stone, and it was not impressed in the least by it. Alright. Do you have anything interesting to say? The redstone is a key to another place in time. We should use it. Something back in the swamp. This always throws me, because move used to be over there. Or nothing used to be over here, right? But yeah. Just start trying everything with everything, you know. Standing water, rotting vegetation, and upsetting amount of bugs are all the evidence you need to know you're in a swamp. Or Florida. Apologies to people in Florida, but, you know, you had it coming. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail, right? Oh, duh, I should have figured that out. You tug the figure hard enough to snap the strings holding it in place. As it comes loose, you unveil a startling sight. Why the one, you shout, jumping backward. Bones are arranged throughout the tree, and they don't belong to animals. Oh, dear. Looking closer, you realize the skulls have been meticulously cleaned and hung from this tree. You wonder who would do this. I failed to take it. This crude figure represents a being made of flames. Okay, I don't remember if it said that before. You heard tales of such models being used to trap elemental spirits. Okay. Okay, that's all on me. I momentarily forgot, to... Right. Yeah, let's go to Burning Man. Back to the cool music. You stretch your arm towards the fire elemental, holding the effigy in front of you like a shield. Yes, beware my dry straw, fire thing. Great plan. And astoundingly it works. The entity shrieks as it is sucked into the effigy. With a blinding flash, the elemental is no more. A moment later, the effigy smolders in your hand, quickly crumbling as it turns to nothing but ashes. Well, yeah, now, I gotta admit, I'm a little disappointed here. Like, I was thinking, like, I would keep that effigy and have a flame elemental ready to go at the... like, sometime when I needed to, like, kill a yeti or something like that. You grip the valve and turn it slowly. The metal squeals in protest from years of neglect. You feel a rumble beneath your feet and can sense the temperature rising. Lava has indeed begun to flow. Okay, well that was apparently the right thing to do. Is it in Quest for Glory too? Yeah. It's taken inspiration from all kinds of things, so why not that? I just want to see what happens if I creak this again. The valve is open and hot lava flows freely through the pipes. Ooh, hot lava. Always remember, if lava comes your way, duck and cover. Ooh, here we go. Plumes of steam escape from the pipes. The lava must be flowing through them and creating incredible heat. That only hurt your hand. Same thing. Oh, like random plumes of smoke were in Wave Man's level from Mega Man 5. Aquabrow85, hello! Hi! Welcome to the stream. Yeah, Beyond Shadowgate, this was 2024. I actually had mentioned this a long time ago. This was created by a couple of guys from the original ICOM Simulations team, who did the original 4 Mac Ventures, and a and a company that had done a couple of fan games in the NES Mac Venture style. So yeah, good pedigree on this. Yeah, I love Deja Vu. I got Deja Vu uploaded on my YouTube channel, by the way, if you want to check it out. I've done Deja Vu 2, which will be uploaded at some point, and I did Uninvited around Halloween time. But yeah, Deja Vu is definitely my favorite, and thank you very much for being here. I do appreciate it. Okay, so let's keep going along this pipe dream. Structure. Anything different about? Oh yeah, runes are glowing. You can sense energy pulsing through the structure. Now this gives me D&D flashbacks because I had a character once touch the glowing blue altar, and although it technically killed her through incineration, she was also at the same time animated as a skeleton, so I got to play a skeleton character in a campaign that was already evil, which was pretty badass, but led to the phrase, "Don't touch the glowing blue altar," which I am about to do. Thanks for hosting this adventure on a chilly Friday Eve. Okay, it's Saturday where I am, but so I'm guessing you're somewhere around the world from me then. That's very cool. It's amazing. It's an amazing set of days and age that we live in, you know. Very, very awesome. Okay, so now maybe this thing will actually stay in here and stick. Saturday right. Sorry, been a long way. One thing most people know about me, I'm an insomniac, and I'm also very nocturnal. So yeah, the days often blur together for me too. I normally keep track of them by whether or not I'm streaming, whether or not I have to upload, and whether I have a game night at the local game store. Alright, so anyway. What do you want to use this on? This, finally, and hope it'll stick in there. Yep, it did. The Blavny Gem. A thrumming noise rises from the structure. Your hair stands on end as power crackles through the air. Suddenly you resemble Yahoo Serious, and holy shit. The space in the center of the machine begins to waver and distort as a portal appears out of thin air. You called it, Misfit Kitten. It's the fucking Stargate. Oh boy. Well, good. I mean, because that means I get Richard Dean Anderson to help me on the rest of this mission, and he was MacGyver. So if anybody can figure out some of the esoteric puzzle shit that they put in Mac Ventures, it's got to be MacGyver. The original real one. Yeah, that is a nice shimmering effect. I like that. Goes along beautifully with this really cool music. Okay, what am I looking at? I am about dead certain from looking at it that this is the mansion from Uninvited. Because I remember the long view of the mansion, the center door. I remembered a couple of things on either side of it. I am about 95% certain that this is the Uninvited mansion. Oh, what the hell? I'm a schmuck. Okay, that is absolutely not what I saw. Okay, so basically, if the cookie's there, I'm getting it, and I ain't sharing it this time. Okay, so basically what just happened, this was not so much Stargate as it was Castlevania Portrait of Ruin. Because we were seeing like the portrait with the what the world generally looked like, and then we open it up and we're in one aspect of the world. So yeah, Oh my god, does this mean we have to fight Brawner again? Fuck. You stumble forward out of the portal, slightly nauseous from the trip. The damp smell of rotting earth is overwhelming. Stifling an urge to vomit, you turn around to survey your surroundings and see the portal flicker weakly, then disappear. Well, dicks. The wisp chimes in. Good news, bad news. Good news is we didn't implode while teleporting. Always look on the bright side of life. Bad news is the portal is dead. He's dead. The portal is dead, Jim. You take his phaser and I'll get his wallet. It continues. We are stuck here till we can power it up. Okay, great. So now we're sliders. Okay, so forget Richard Dean Anderson. I need to look for Quinn Mallory. Great, you respond. Well, if it's a meal the imp wants, we won't find it down here, you say as you make for the exit. Not true. You know, there's, rotted earth. We can make him a mud pie. You kneel and examine the structure base, noting that the dirt covering the portal is loose. You cannot take it. Digging in the dirt, find the places we got hurt. Yeah, I burst into song every once in a while. Digging your hands into the soil, you remove clumps of earth until you uncover a slot at the base of the structure. This appears to be the part of the portal that activates it. It does not appear to be working. Okay. Oh, I see what kind of happens. So, basically, the portal as it was... we've either traveled back in time or dimension. The portal as it was had the top part broken off here and didn't have the runes carved into it yet. So I'm guessing... Thank you. So I'm guessing that at some point people found this, carved the runes into it, and then the top part of it broke off. And they were using the Hellfire Pit and the steam pipes to power it along with the Occult Stone. So we've gone back to the point where presumably somebody, the first owner of this, was around. How far? Let's see. 44% according to this. Yeah, I mentioned before, they said that this was about 5 times the size of the original Shadowgate. So, excuse me. I was mistaken before because I found 2 different map pieces so far. Oh no, I'm sorry, I only found 1. I was mistaken thinking 1 map piece was like 1/5, but no, apparently not. By my reckoning, I'm guessing there are 2 more. Wait a minute. No, wait, there was a second map piece right before I went into the forest. So I have found 2 map pieces. At least I'm pretty sure I have. Yeah. Actually, it's been a while, I don't remember. Okay, so anyway, that's my theory about the moon gate here. You know, the moon passage. Don't want to get sued. Okay, so we'll see how that pans out. But in the meantime, I think that's a good stopping point. Aquabrow, don't worry, I'm not stopping for the night. I'll explain in a moment. Thank you everyone for joining me on these further adventures. And always remember, these pipes are clean! So take care. Until we game again. Cut. The reason I said don't worry before I did that, I explained this earlier. I prep my YouTube videos ahead of time. a little bit in the streams by giving them intros and outros. So I do that and then just say cut so I know where to put my cut points later when I'm editing. But some people take that as a thing of like, oh, he's ending the stream already? Well, that was short. It's not what happened. Okay. So let's see. Well, thank you. Once in a while, I'm known for that. Okay, so that will bring us to our intermission. And as usual, it will be a 20-ish. So, grab some snacks, do your business, enjoy some music if you're just still hanging. Thank everybody. I want to thank everybody who's come in tonight and is sticking around. This is to be honest, this is a bigger crowd than I usually have, and I want to keep it growing. So, yeah, if you like what's going on here, by all means, share the word. So enjoy some music, and I will see you in 20 or so. And so ends the musical interlude. Hope you enjoyed that. Just getting settled back in here. Okay, so for those new to my streams and my videos, I do some, in addition to all the humor and the gameplay and all that stuff, I also like to talk about the background of the games, background of the company, some trivia and things like that. And I do have some trivia that I'm going to put into the next episode. So I'll I'll bring that up at the front. That way I'm not forgetting it in the course of everything else. Let me just get everything set up again. I also apologize for my occasional sniffliness and throat clearing. Can't really be helped. Okay. Alright, back in. And 3, 2, 1. You want to ride down, baby, into this tunnel of love? We don't know for sure yet, but welcome back nonetheless to Beyond Shadowgate. And something I had wanted to bring up for a while now, it was actually in my original notes when I started all of this, was the Worlds of Power book series that was prevalent in the 1980s and early 1990s. And I happen to have the Shadowgate one here, Beyond Shadowgate, which was written as a prequel to the original Shadowgate book. Or the original Shadowgate game, rather. There wasn't a Shadowgate book. But yeah, this was designed as a prequel to kind of explain how the player got to where they are in the Shadowgate game. The book series, if you notice, it was done by, it was created by Seth Gorin, and he went under the pen name of FX9. The reason he did that, he put that name on the spine because he wanted it to be adjacent to anything about Nintendo. This is a straight-up novel. It's not like the fighting fantasy or the choose your own adventures. And a lot of these were kind of weird because they did ones on games such as Metal Gear, but they weren't allowed to actually kill anybody or shoot anybody. So in Metal Gear, Snake actually gets a couple of weapons like the submachine gun, but he bonks people over the head with it. Yeah. This was totally unofficial. Neither Nintendo nor Kemco were actually involved with this, but the person who actually wrote this, a lady named Ellen Miles, had some conversations with the original developers of Shadowgate, which were at this point still ICOM Simulations, since they hadn't gone out of business just yet. Sadly, that would happen in a few years from there. Also, the interesting thing about this, a couple other things actually. First off, you'll notice the publisher, Scholastic. Scholastic was famous for doing a lot of young adult novels and novels for middle school and grade school kids, or elementary school, I should say. They were the big, let's make reading cool people. I had a lot of Scholastic novels when I was a kid. And this was in 1991. Also, of the entire Worlds of Power series, this is only one of 2 that are considered canon. The other one is Blaster Master. As a matter of fact, there was a female character that was in the Blaster Master one. I think her name was Eve. But she later showed up in a later Blaster Master game as an official character. So, yeah. Oh, Aquabrow, I saw you mentioned Beyond Shadowgate. Yeah, this is actually not a remake of that one. Beyond Shadowgate it was kind of more like a LucasArts Maniac Mansion, Secret of Monkey Island style. I think it was Blaster Master Blasting Again was the PlayStation 1 game. But yeah, the TurboGrafx 16 CD1 slash PC Engine CD was much more along the lines of a LucasArts thing, like what you'd see from like Secret of Monkey Island. It also took some liberties with it because they really only got like so much support from ICOM from that. I think ICOM was struggling at that point, so I don't remember how much support they really had. Yeah, this is Beyond Shadowgate in name only, as far as the original one goes. I never played the original one. I have seen screenshots of it. To me, this is much more true to what Shadowgate MacVenture is. So, yeah, I gotta read this. I've had this for I bought this a few years ago at one of my favorite local game stores, Retro Replay, Bel Air, Maryland. Great guys there. Big supporters of the channel, thank you. And I have never actually sat down and read this. I'm so far behind. I'm like the guy who hoards for the apocalypse. You know, it's like I'm the time enough at last guy from the Twilight Zone. You know, like I'll have all these things. It'd be like, shh, no, there was time. Yeah. All right. So anyway, we'll put that aside for a little light reading. I'm sure that won't keep me up at night. In the meantime, let's get tunneling. Well, no way we can go other than not the map. Shelter. Give me shelter. There's a small red stone shard in the corner of the floor. It reminds you of a polished ruby. Ruby shard. 1. You reach down and collect the ruby shard. Okay, so we got a counter here, so I assume there's more than one to get. The small blood red shard looks like it was part of a larger stone. Metal rungs lead towards the ceiling and out of this tunnel. Hillside. I drove up to Hillside, met her sometime after 2 a.m. We talked a little while about the year. What the hell? You see a glint of deep red color coming from the limb of the dead tree. It looks like a stone shard. Recalling memories of summers spent climbing trees in the fens, you quickly hoist yourself onto the tree limb. With the shard down reach, you take it. This hillside is not similar to the halls of Kaltorlin, but strangely not dissimilar either. Graph Metal's other tiles, yes, that was the other company along with oh god, it starts with a Z. I can't remember the name of it. I have played Infested and had a good time with that. I have not played Spectacle yet. See something that doesn't look like it matches the mood. What the shit? What a spectacle. Found the traveling circus? The sounds of merriment float to you from the horizon. You can only imagine what spectacle is producing such spectacle. Zojoy, yeah, that's right. Bueller. Okay, at some point, do we have to save Ferris Wheel? I wasn't quite sure looking at Spectacle. It looked to me like an Indiana Jones kind of thing. So I guess I was wrong about it. But yeah, I do plan to play that, and I actually do plan to play Infested for my channel at some point. Let's see what we got here. The fortress built into the side of this hill is being reclaimed by nature. Roots and vines grow along the cracks in the walls. Okay. Damn it, I keep doing that. That's the one thing I don't like about this layout. I keep, thinking that's move. Oh, thank you for the follow, Aquabrow. Awesome! I appreciate the follow because I'm actually, I think I'm actually very close to 50, which would be a monetization goal. So thank you very much for helping me there. UFO 50 features a MacVenture-like game, Night Killer. Okay, what was that on? Not familiar with that. Dead forests aren't much fun. Thick bushes of red flowers grow along the forest path. There's a ruby shard in this bed of ruby red flowers. I thought there was going to be something somewhere. You take the... That's bigger than I thought. You take the ruby shard from the flower bed. Kikoski is playing that. It's like if Action 52 was good. Dare to dream, you know? I swear, it's hard for me to pick a worst game of all time, but Action 52 has got to be in the top 10. If for nothing else... Action 52 has got to be in the top 10, if for no other reason than they charged 200 some bucks for it. It was like I think 199 when it came out for that. The game spanned the length of a fictional company. Ooh. Okay. UFO 50. Let me write that down real quick. I gotta check that out. Is that on what, PC? Kill the main character, yeah. Small blood red shard looks like it was part of a larger stone. I'm just gonna make sure there weren't any others around here. As you stare at the dead trees, you realize you don't hear any birds chirping or animals scurrying about. The creature was stirring, not even a mouse, because they fucking killed it! I have played Uninvited, yes. I played that around Halloween. And that'll be up on my channel eventually. Real quick, though, like I had asked, that UFO 50 game, is it on PC? Is it like a Steam game? Where can I find it? Dark Road. Steam. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for letting me know about that. I appreciate it. That may be something worth marathoning. Who knows? Okay, so Dark Road. Lost Console series from the early days of games. Oh, kind of like the Sonic thing that somebody put out. God help us. It's a long road stretching off toward a dusty sky. An odd broken line repeats regularly for as far as you could see. And that side of the road is decidedly smaller than the other side, you know, so that's like a bicycle path and a one-lane alley. An iron gate blocks access to the property. It is, however, unlocked. Oh. Lucky you. So it's a shadow-gated community, like I had said once before. Medieval person says Monham Road. This area is called Loch Ness. Really? Click. Oh God. It is the uninvited app. Oh shit. Oh shit, I just realized something. Okay, so... Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah. It was a Scottish town that was, I think, about 10 miles away from it, something like that. It's something I mentioned in the notes for my playthrough when I did Uninvited. I don't remember off the top of my head. But I just realized something. This is the Uninvited house. And I've been picking up shards of a ruby. I'm fucked. Yeah, I hated that ruby in the NES game because it was... At least in the NES games, they didn't give you a time limit or a move limit, and I set this thing the same way because I felt that was the best way to play it. Oh yeah. If I can get to the backyard, I can chuck it into the distance. It took me forever to figure that out, and by forever I mean last year. Well, maybe I can use it. Maybe I can hit it and it'll break apart again. But you know, that was their way of putting in the end time limit thing. And back then, and I didn't know, like, it said you could drop stuff, but I took that to mean you could literally drop it on the ground. I didn't know it meant you had to throw it into the damned horizon. Yeah, sure, go ahead. As long as it doesn't spoil anything. You find yourself standing in front of yet another mansion. This one also gives you the creeps. It's a rounded box made of metal. You wonder if something could be inside. Try dying in this realm? Okay. Let me guess, I'm going to see the red skull. You pull down a small panel on the front of the metal box. There's a small key inside the metal box. When you're on your way out, you have to do something quite stupid if you want to get 100% of the map. I can do something quite stupid. A key dispensary. How convenient, you remark. Key dispenser said. Okay, so... Are we arriving after the protagonist from Uninvited? Because if we were arriving before, presumably the letter with the pendant would still be in there. Bulkhead key. You pull the key from the box. Bulkhead key starts up a really big transformer. It's a large key with the word cellar marked on it. It's a statue of an athletic young man wearing a loincloth and holding a sword. It seems out of place near this mansion. Yeah, this could have been a special delivery. Dell's going to be so lost seeing things like radio. Yeah, it is going to be kind of a future shock, won't it? The front doors of this mansion are large and imposing. The mansion is foreboding and cold. You sense a tremendous evil within. You also hear people going da-da-da-da. I can't snap my fingers at all. I've never been able to. But, you know, the effort's there. From your low vantage, you see a bulkhead on the side of the mansion. Well, I guess I know how we're getting in. What? Oh, I guess I'm gonna move over there first. Wow, that's seriously chained up. Only Chosen One may open that door. Chosen One! I'm coming! I've chosen the large tub. Cocoa Gadget arms, if only. A deep red stone rests next to the center bulkhead. Someone must have dropped it. Their loss is your gain. You grab the deep red shard. These are weird-looking shards. I mean, I swear that the first time I saw that, I thought, like, is that a broken Red Rider wagon or something? Not a Red Rider BB gun. Well, I'd kill for that right now. It's a cellar bulkhead door. A heavy padlock and thick chains are keeping it tightly shut. So naturally we want to open this. Because when has unlocking something that was tightly chained gone bad on us? You unlock the padlock and slide the chains off of the door. You lift the heavy doors and reveal the passage to the cellar. Well, why not? Ice wall. You're standing in a part of the cellar that is mysteriously frozen. Oh, yeah, this is uninvited, alright. This is where, okay, yeah, I'm guessing we're arriving after the protagonist, because this would be where Dracan thawed out from. What's an eerie mansion without an equally creepy cellar, you mumble to yourself. Ice wall, so Cold Man is in here somewhere. I tell you what, don't give me, well, give me a heads up when, I get to the point where making a selection blocks out the other endings. Because that way I can make a save and I can go back and see the other endings, if that's possible. That work? You're familiar with storing ice in the cellar for use during the summer months, but this is ridiculous. It's a large hole at the base of a flight of steps. You see a strange stone altar. Oh god, is the hole going to be where the spider was? Well, I think something already did melt the ice. See, this is where I was hoping I could have kept that, that straw effigy and unleashed the fire elemental on this. Try casting spells. Okay. You recite the spell, the wisp responds. Even if you were good at magic, which you aren't, it won't work in this playstyle. Oh, fuck you. Oh, friggin'... Friggin' wannabe tinkle. My polychromous friend got me in a mess of trouble again. The pit. Okay, this is where we chucked Draken into. Yeah. Oh, by the way, I did notice one thing in the strategy guide when I was moving it ahead a little bit. Apparently the this part, the uninvited part was a Kickstarter bonus. So the people who had kickstarted Beyond Shadowgate reached a bonus level that created the uninvited chapter. So good on y'all, or maybe bad on y'all. I'll discuss my feelings on y'all when this is done. Some human remains rest close to the pit. You wonder if the two are related and decide you'd rather not know. Curiously, one large bone stands out among the rest. Heyo! Well, as they said in that one Rift Tracks movie, seize the bone! You are strangely drawn to the large bone. And that's what she said. You pick it up and take it with you. Good God. Old bone. It's an old yellowed marrow bone. Technically isn't every bone a marrow bone? You peer into the darkness but fail to see the bottom of the pit. See a large wall of... No, it's not. You notice this part of the cellar is very small, even by your standards. It's so dark that it's hard to see up these stairs. You lean forward over the pit, hoping to glimpse what's below. Unfortunately, you lean a bit too far. You lean a bit too far forward. And ever forward, Emo. Your speed increases as you tumble into the dark pit. The light at the top disappears as you continue your descent. You continue to fall and fall. Catch me, I'm falling. Hold me, I'm falling. Aha! Yep, I knew it. I knew it. Johann Schmidt, right there. Okay. Well, the bone was already seized, so let's see what's this way. Altar. Well, that looks inviting. That's definitely not the altar I remember. Your great-uncle once explained that arcane symbols are used to channel energy, but you weren't paying attention at the time. Then how the hell did you remember that? This indentation looks like it holds a receptacle. You teabag it. Oh, wait. I thought you said testicle. That wasn't what I was looking at. I was trying to look at the candles. Magic is not your expertise. Again, I love the fact that there's the K on the back, indicating the difference between actual practiced magic and stage illusion. Magic is not your expertise, but you know an unholy altar. An unholy altar. Why am I suddenly becoming like Reverend William Spooner? You know, I'm like throwing Spoonerisms left and right where you transpose sounds. You know. But you know an unholy altar. When you see one, gazing upon it fills you with dread. A blood-red cover. Do sorcerers never think to make their spell books less conspicuous? You say to the empty cellar. Yeah, I actually once played a Dark Sorcerer in a modern like magic style game, and he disguised his spell book as the Yellow Pages. Like just put it out on the counter, made it, and as just put it in the cover of the Yellow Pages. Like no one even bothered to try to pick it up, even or even look at it. Yeah, it's probably the ruby that goes in there. You're probably right, Kitten. Okay, well, I've had great luck looking at books at random, so why the fuck not? You lift the cover of the dusty tome and it opens to a specific page. You stare at the unfamiliar symbols for some time until the wisp raises its voice. Congratulations, you've just read the Necronomicon. You're now going insane as Cthulhu comes to eat you. Oh, the ruby is making you loopy? Oh, me personally. Okay, I see. I don't know. Well, you know, it's like they say, you know, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. What does kill me makes me undead. These are powerful magics, Del. This will release enough energy to power the portal, but I don't know what else might happen. The wisp reads a passage to you. Place upon an altar to Motari, your vessel, and in it sacrifice the 3 of blood. I don't think that's in the standard poker deck. The flesh to pump the crimson fluid, the bone from whence it comes, and the blood itself. Okay, well, I'm guessing that's the bone. See if there's anything. Alright. God damn it, did it again. This makes me feel so comfortable. Okay, I don't think there's anything I can do about the ice. From the 4 of diamonds, yes, the 4 of diamonds is a whole lot cleaner. Although the diamond has just as much blood involved with it. Cellar stairs. Okay, I remember these stairs very vividly. The stairway looks carved out of the earth rather than made from wood. Old wooden doors closed. Holy fuck! Okay, that didn't happen in the original. Jesus Christ! Sorry, I need a moment. Suddenly, a gust of wind sends you stumbling down the stone steps. A bloody horror appears at the top of the stairs. The bloody apparition hovers silently, beckoning you to your doom. Fear overtakes you as you struggle to think of an escape. You look down and notice a red glow from your pocket. You reach in and withdraw the ruby shards. It did that all automatically, by the way. I didn't do any of that. The glow intensifies as the shards float before you. With a blinding flash of light, the shards combine into a beautiful red gemstone. The ruby pulses with radiant energy. Like you do. With a terrifying moan, the spirit reels at the sight of the stone. Okay, now is not the time for poetry, people. The horror is sucked into the stone, trapping the evil. Okay, wait a minute. I'm starting to think these events took place before... Yeah, I'm starting to think these events took place before the events in Uninvited. Because this would explain how the ruby delivered the curse. Sealed evil in a can. From Hormel. On the bright side, you know, unlike spam, we can tell what it is. Naturally, I want to take it. The large blood-red ruby feels cold in your hand. The skull is gone, but you can still sense its presence. You are about to climb the steps when you hear the wisp speak. That stone harbors an evil entity, Del. It's dangerous to carry it for long. Be rid of it, and let's be on our way. Okay. And I have an idea how I can get rid of it. I want to see what it looks like first. This ruby saved you from the bloody skull, but you sense an evil presence inside of the stone. It fills you with dread. You wish you could find a pit where you could make it disappear, way ahead of you. You stare at the blood-red ruby, imagining the evil contained within escaping into the world. Deciding you cannot allow this to happen, you cast the stone into the pit, hoping it is never recovered. Well, I was trying to figure out how it would have gotten into the wardrobe or the dresser, cupboard, whatever it was, in the upstairs bedroom. But I'm guessing since it's still part of the mansion, it probably just was teleported there or migrated there or something like that. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to have to go back and, you know, see what happens. And I'll have to see what happens if I hold on to the thing for too long. You open the door. Thankfully, nothing comes through this time. Quiet study. Oh yeah, I remember this. It's a spool of thread and a sewing needle. You take the needle and discard the thread. Really? Don't you know what kind of game you're in? Why'd you discard that? This well-used desk is adorned with scratches. This leather couch has seen better days. I think that was the exact same thing that was said about it in Uninvited. Might have been the same thing said about the desk, actually. It's a stunning mountainscape. The image is so exhilarating you can almost smell the fresh air. Peering through the dirty glass, the scene outside of the mansion looks grim. It's a small study. The unusual curve of the wall is giving you a headache. Okay, yeah, the NES definitely didn't have that curve there. I just want to see real quick if I can open the window. Somebody open up a window. Let me open the desk. You pull open the desk drawer. Okay, now this is something I just now realized. When you open up something, it doesn't immediately like switch pages to, you know, this thing and that's what's in it. You just have to look and see what's in there. You rummage through a bunch of papers with names and numbers on them. There's nothing useful here. I dare to differ. No, are you serious? No. I refuse. Gimme. I hit you in frustration. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. So I guess we'll just have to move on, but we'll do that in the next episode. So thank you everyone for joining me. Always a pleasure. And please, always remember, if you're going to carry around a cursed ruby, I can't think of an outro that works with that. Okay, we're going to cut that, obviously. Okay. And thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. Thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. Always a pleasure. And always remember, when your destination is unknown... Damn it. Always remember, when your destination is unknown, ruby, 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 so ho. So take care. Until we game again. Cut. Actually, I thought of a way to make that outro better. I'm just going to do that real quick. Okay. So, thank you very much for joining me. Always a pleasure. And always remember, when your destination is unknown and you're feeling quite rancid, ruby, 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 so ho. Until we game again. Now watch me have to re-record that again. I'm going to do another one, I'll pick the best. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. So, as always, thank you very much for joining me on this adventure. Always a pleasure. And please always remember, when your destination is unknown and you're feeling quite rancid, ruby, 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 so ho. Take care. Until we game again. Cut. Yeah, that's the one. Brent. I'm not going to really have much of a chance to go back later and do one of those. So I might as well do it. Like, roll that beautiful bean footage behind the scenes at Lycanthropy's gaming space. Yes, indeed. This is the deep pool of the Lycans in the stream. Deja vu callback. Okay. Okay, and let's see, back in, let me get a quick Let me get a quick swig of beverage. Probably get one more episode in here. Okay. And 3, 2, 1. We're crunching skulls, but not crunching numbers. Welcome back to Beyond Shadowgate, and we are in the Quiet Steady, but even more than that, we are in the Uninvited Mansion. How did we get here? How are we getting out? Only the Shadowgate knows. So let's make this happen. And yes, I am East Coast. Dining room. Oh yeah, I remember this. You give a long whistle as you walk into the room. It's an impressive sight. You'll have to remember to book a place like this for your next birthday party. Yeah, I remember saying that in the original that you could throw a nice birthday bash. It's a bouquet of blue flowers. They would look great on a tombstone, however there are none in sight. But in all likelihood there will be. Lewis speaks to you. Food, Dell. You're here for food, not flowers. Well, maybe they're edible flowers. And maybe something will want to eat some flowers and give me, you know, a bratwurst in exchange. It's a metal bowl with unusual symbols etched into the side. It doesn't look like any fruit basket you've seen before. Ritual bowl. You're not here to loot this mansion, but this strange bowl has you oddly fixated. You decide to take it with you. I wish I could remember the, I wish I could remember there's a certain name for things like water bowls used in pagan rituals. I don't remember the name of them off the top of my head. I'm embarrassed that I don't. It's a painting of a soaring eagle holding a snake in its talons. Fonter basin, yeah. Wow, that was easy, I should have remembered. Finely cut crystals hang around unlit candles. You imagine they would shine beautifully were the candles lit. So pass the blunt to them and they'll get lit. Trees, rocks, clouds, sky, yep, that's a landscape, you say with a tone of pretension. Yeah, you're really one to be busting on things. Save those blue flowers for Dr. Octagon. Charred wood rests at the bottom of the fireplace. You open the door. You get on the floor. Everybody's walking in the dinosaur. Kitchen! This kitchen looks to be newer than the adjoining rooms. It's a good place to find something edible for that imp. Wait a minute. This jar has a star-shaped symbol, and something rattles inside when you shake it. The lid is tightly shut. Is that the cookie jar? You don't need to take the jar. You should find a way to get its contents, however. I will leave a bruise. Okay, I want to see what he thinks of the stove. It's a fine kitchen, but the smell permeating the air is not appetizing. You can tell this is an oven, but it is not what you were accustomed to. It smells of charred meat. Wow, he actually realized it was an oven? Bone it? Because a battle axe, you know, makes perfect sense, you know, but a bone would be ridiculous. Yeah, sure, why the hell not? Nope. A rotten, smoky smell rushes out as you see a chunk of charred meat on the rack. That was one of Donald Trump's steaks. You see a circular chunk of charred, hollow meat about the size of your hand. Circular chunk of... okay, so it's a hamburger, basically. Burnt meat. You grab the chunk of meat and take it with you. You turn the burnt meat over in your hand, hoping it's not a heart, but failing to think of an alternative hollow muscle. Wow. No, this is the no boning zone, yeah. Well, maybe we could put the bone in a pot and have some, beef stock. Some of these other things. It's a simple salt shaker. You decide to ignore it. You doubt the imp wants any seasoning. You never know. Hey, you don't know if you're going to run into like a monster snail. Okay? Plan for anything. A meat cleaver and sharp blade are stuck on the wall. Quite stuck, actually. You can't remove them despite trying. Okay, this definitely happened before the original because those things weren't stuck on the wall. It's a row of hanging pots and pans. Let's see if we can take any of these things. Cannot be taken. Cannot take it. Failed to take it. Can't. I can't. I just can't. Oh, and okay, there's no servants' quarters, I just realized. I already did try that, actually. But we'll do it again. Food, Dell. You're here for food, not flowers. Hey, give me my flowers. Games room. Oh boy. Oh, no plate. There's no plate there, and there's actual chess pieces. Interesting. It's a classic chessboard. It has everything you need to play, except for an opponent. Okay, let's program Watson in. One chess piece is curiously out of place. Cabinet is curiously locked tight. The man in this painting gives you a penetrating stare. He seems almost alive. I wonder if that's Drakan. Or Drakan, I never knew how to pronounce his name. You've seen some unattractive art in your day, but this may be the worst offender. Ugliest Maximus, I think is how I described that before. This unusual-looking horn has a crank on the side of it. Lycan dance party! Music from Spectacle? Okay. I was hoping I could hit it and shut it off. An unseen force bars the door. The lack of symmetry on the chessboard annoys you enough that you slide the piece back into position. Huh. After resetting the board, you hear a faint click come from the cabinet across the room. Now, he's got to be shitting himself by now, yeah. Now, just an aside, I had very briefly an idea for doing a game in this kind of style, that it was going to involve a chessboard puzzle. And the basic idea was somewhere else you would find a white knight, and the chessboard would show a game that was almost in that was almost complete, it would actually have the Black King in check. So to solve the puzzle, you would have to find the White Knight and then place the White Knight so that the Black King was in checkmate. At which point the board would open up and it would give you like a key or something. Never got around to making that. Like a lot of things, I have a ton of ideas that I never see through to completion because they require actual energy. After pulling on several of the knobs and handles, the doors finally give and slide open. Someone left a hammer here. It looks out of place in this game room. Well, if they had a hammer. You reach into the drawer and take the hammer. A games room is an unusual place to store tools, you think to yourself. Best not to dwell on it. Aquabrow, stop. Stop with the hammer time. It's a standard hammer, useful for hammering nails or opening stubborn containers. Mostly piggy banks in your experience. Well, my God, that shut off. Okay. At least this makes a little bit more sense than a fucking battle axe. When I got the battle axe, I was expecting to have to use it on a Minotaur or something like that in Uninvited, and then the first time I used that to open up the cookie jar, I'm like even, you know, at the time I was actually 15. At about the time that came out, either 15 or 16, even I'm like, what? I think if I was half that age, I'd be just as cynical about it. Yay. You swing the hammer and with a crash, both the hammer and the jar shatter into pieces. Aha, you were right. There was a cookie in the jar! Cookie, cookie, cookie! The cookie is finally fucking mine for a little while. The cookie has been liberated from its porcelain prison. And now it's fucking mine. You gingerly snap up the cookie. Get it? With all the glee of a child sneaking sweets before bedtime. Seeking sweats before bedtime. Wow, that went all... That went so many degrees of wrong. Oh, Lord. This cookie is delicious. It tastes like devil's food cake. This ought to satisfy that thieving imp. No, me first. Oh man, no, it's not useless to me. I want my fucking cookie. I have earned my goddamn cookie. Ah. Apparently Dell's on a diet. I guess if we're hoping the imp is that literal. Okay, so we still gotta... Oh, and the hammer's gone. Oh, good, and the Victrola's shut off. Thank fuck. Okay, so that door was barred. And I remember in the original game, I think that leads to the trophy room. Single white fenling. Seeking sweets before bedtime. I like long walks on the beach and dying in horrible ways over and over. No smokers. Okay, so I'm guessing out of everything we have, it's the ritual bowl that needs to go on the altar. But you know I'm going to save before I do that. Okay. Plip. The metal bowl fits perfectly in the indentation on the altar, making you wonder what it was doing in the dining room. It was on lunch. You know, you're mandated 30 minutes. I don't care how evil you are. I mean, you know, you would definitely get a mandated lunch break in hell. Where do you think the bureaucrats go? Take a look. It's in an evil book. You stare at the unfamiliar symbols for some time until the wisp raises its voice. Powerful magics release enough energy. Place upon an altar to Motara your vessel, and in it sacrifice the 3 of blood. So the flesh, the bone, and the blood. Okay, I think I see 2. I think I know what to do with 2 of them. Place the lump of flesh into the bowl. You drop the bone into the bowl. And I'm guessing I did it all for the cookie. Yeah, the cookie. And then I'll take that cookie and stick it in the amp. Stick it in the amp. Okay, so I'm guessing the next thing I need to do is use the needle on myself. You grit your teeth and wince in pain as you pierce your finger with the needle. I know exactly what that feels like because I am a diabetic. A small drop of light red blood slides down the needle. Bloody needle. Ah, you bloody needle. Your blood covers this sharp silver needle. Well, I hope I wasn't secretly a werewolf. I'd be really Wait a minute. And it back regenerates. You add the blood-stained needle to the bowl. Blue flames rise from the bowl. Okay, it's the Olympic torch. Oh, Lord. The fuck? Wait a minute, weren't you the one cautioning me about, like, dangerous magics and you just go diving into the fuck? The fuck are you doing? Aren't you supposed to be the semi-sensible one? I'm supposed to be the, you know, I'm supposed to be the spontaneous idiot. Oh, Lord, we're fucked. The wisp dives into them like it's going for a peaceful swim in a crystal lagoon. It speaks. Why the fuck did I do this? Good news, bad news, Del. The good news is I have enough energy to attune the portal. The wisp becomes quiet and focuses its attention. You see a small blue speck appear in its hands. This is the bad news. The speck grows larger until it's a crystal the size of your fist. There, take this to the portal, the wisp says. Now, the bad news is you opened a gateway to what you people call hell, and a lot of angry things are coming. Oh, look, there's one now. You grab the stone of condensed magic. It is still warm to the touch. It is the condensed magic energy from the wisp. You wonder what it cost the wisp to create this portal key. Now, let's see something. Is the wisp still... Let's get back to the portal. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Okay, who called the woman? A strange woman appears from out of nowhere. You realize the cavern has become cold enough that you can see your breath. And me without a bottle of No Ghost. She's dressed like a proper lady, but she looks out of place standing in the mud. Looking closely, you see her dressed as pristine, and she's not standing. It looks more like she's floating. I'm hungry. You're floating. Thanks for coming back to me, my love. We'll be together forever. The Southern Belle Ghost or Sakura or Sayuri from Doki Doki Literature Club. Okay, well, I already saved, so... You speak to her. Hello, miss? Yep. Yes, ghost was the achievement, as opposed to no ghost. She turns around to reveal a face devoid of flesh. She speaks. After all these years, you came back for me, my love. It is time you were mine forever. She descends upon you, tearing your chest and face to bloody ribbons. You're dead before your body hits the floor. Marriage. It'll kill you. Scarlett O'Hara. Yeah, it said she was, looks like Scarlett O'Hara. Starlet? Yeah. Well, she was a star in a way. She looks like Scarlett O'Hara. Thanks for playing Beyond Shadowgate. Uh-huh. I'm guessing we can't just, Oh. Oh shit, we're stuck. Okay, well there's only one thing I can think of to do, and that's that spell. You recite the spell. The wisp responds. Even if you were good at magic, which you aren't, it won't work in this place, Del. Well, I thought it was supposed to do something about a frozen place. I'll just close the door and hope some nosy idiot drives. Yes, and his exploding Nissan will distract everybody. Yeah, don't forget his dumb sister, too. Nope. I was hoping I could modify Pendant and Zapper. You are frozen with horror as she begins ripping you apart. Yeah, same thing as in the original. This evil tome is very specific to this altar. Taking it with you will do no good. Okay, nothing different. I wonder. Wait a minute, is that something on there? Okay, see, I thought I could take the... Maybe I could take the bouquet and give it to her. The shadow remains of the jar sit on the countertop. Can I take a pan and El Kabong her? One open, that one open, that one open. Yeah. So the problem is, in the original game, the No Ghost was upstairs, and there is no upstairs to go to. Unless there's something I'm not doing right that opens this door. Oh shit. A rumbling noise approaches from the distance. You turn to see two intensely bright lights moving towards you. You stare as they grow larger and larger. They're headed right for you. Oh my, okay, I didn't expect that. It's a long road stretching off toward a dusty sky. An odd broken line. That wasn't what I was looking at. The rumbling noise and bright lights approach you faster and faster. You turn and start to run towards the fortress. You hear a screeching noise and a woman scream behind you, followed by a tremendous crunch. Whew, glad to be out of that spot, you exclaim to the empty wilderness. You smell a pungent odor filling the air. You have no interest in going back to learn what that was. It's time for you to check on the portal. I missed something? Did I notice the front doors opening? Oh, no, I didn't. But apparently, yeah, this definitely happened beforehand, because this is the mysterious figure. Yeah, the dark figure suddenly appearing in front of... Oh my god, that caused the accident. This is why I never want to go back in time. If someone offers me the ability to time travel anywhere I want, I'm going to say no fucking thank you. Because honestly, the only things I would ever do would be to go back into the 80s and buy up a bunch of figures that are worth a lot now and just keep them in the box and get them AFA graded, like original model Transformers and things like that. I'd go back to 1941 and get a copy of Action Comics #1. But then again, you know, if it didn't age naturally, it'd probably be considered a fake. Closed loop unless I reload that map. Okay, so basically I gotta exit and start over. And buy the Sports Almanac. Yeah, I gotta start over, don't I? You feel like you've been in this strange land long enough. It's better if you get to the portal and leave. Yep. I done goofed. Okay, yeah, by the way, Flachard, do you know any way to skip the intro? Because I haven't found it yet. I won't be a biff. Oh, click and hold. Okay. Thank you. Okay. Alright. So, okay, no harm, no foul. I'll just make sure I'm just going to make sure that okay, yeah, I did get the achievement, so. Yeah. Yeah, somebody else can deal with this. And you're right, I didn't even notice the mansion front doors had opened. Hello? Music? Your curiosity got the best of you. You step back into the mansion. The foyer is dead silent. Overwhelming evil. Oh, God. A cacophony of screams shatters the silence as all the evil energy of the house descends on you at once. There is no escape. Their vile presence overwhelms you, and you join the masked horde of the undead that now inhabit this estate. You turn around to see your new master. Yeah, I remember that. A horrific blood-red skull smiling fiendishly at you. Your quest is over. And then you would see the skull and say, your quest is over. Okay. Good call on that. Thank you for pointing that out. And god damn it, I did it again. Okay, and try going the wrong way, back into the back through the gates. Get my keyboard. I haven't been using the keyboard this whole time. Oh, that's interesting. Oh. Okay, that's interesting. I turned the timer off. Hello? Is that you, Heaven? Ha! Squish. You move forward, mesmerized by the lights. They come closer and closer and closer until... Crunch, you're hit so hard that your organs are immediately pulverized and splattered across the steel coach. You turn and start to run towards the mansion. Unfortunately, that's also the direction the carriage swerves. One of its lights strikes your legs, ripping them clean off. Wow. You bleed to death in a bloody heap on the side of the road. God damn. Yeah, this was worth the extra money for the Kickstarter goal. I was trying to move backwards. I saw horseless carriages and horns with handles. It's like in Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. They descended from the sky and they had horns. Okay, Flitchard, which button do I press to exchange information? That's great. I often don't hear about these Kickstarters until long after they're done, because unfortunately I usually don't have a lot of money to contribute in the first place. Well, after you're in an auto accident, you have to exchange information. You know, insurance and driver's license and all that. So, what button do I press for that? I mean, I got to get in touch with Geico or whatever. If you have a debit card, that's how I usually do mine. Worst case scenario too, I think they take, I think Kickstarter will take like Visa debit cards, because they function the same way as a credit card. And the good thing about that is you pay for that thing ahead of time, so you've already covered it when they take the thing out. So I'm pretty sure they do that. It might be worth looking into. I would have definitely kickstarted Bloodstained Ritual of the Night had I known about it, because I absolutely love that game. The last things I kickstarted actually were a couple of 3D printed miniatures with merchant rights, so I could print them and resell them if I want. And the last 2 Abandoned Pools albums, because I love that band. You smell pungent odor filling the air. I guess that would be the gas fumes. Yeah, I really was uninvited. You have no interest in going back to learn what that was. It's time for you to check on the portal. Whoop. The dirt trail leads to a smooth stone path. I'm going to stall for a few turns, see if I hear the car blow up. Meanwhile, I will punch bark. That's a whole different series. Alright, fuck it. I tried. Give me shelter. You kneel in the dirt and place the blue stone in the socket. You hear a gentle humming sound as a portal appears before you. Oh, it's Malibu! Finally, you shout, one mansion is more than enough to deal with today. The portal is active. You see a window in time and space opening onto the great barren desert. Re-invited. Escaped Loch Ness. Nice. You walk out of the portal slightly less nauseous than your first trip across space and time. The wisp, however, is strangely quiet and less animated. It does not look well. You turn and face the structure just in time to see the stone inside it shatter and the portal fade. All that for a cookie. Oh, well, at least I can get my things from that accursed imp, you say with a hint of irritation. Well, first off, how you doing? Let's give this cookie to the imp and get our stuff back. Let's see, can I open it? It will not open. That only hurt your hand. Can I speak to the door? There was no response. Oh, come on, asshole. I got your fucking cookie, let me in. Do I actually have to use the cookie on the door? Are you fucking kidding me? I know he told me what I wanted, but it didn't make a goddamn bit of save before doing it. Save before doing this, giving him the cookie? Or save before doing something else? No, so before doing a certain physical labor, okay. No, what I was saying doesn't make sense is that using the cookie on the door, what would make sense is like knock on the door and then the imp's there, like you have it, and then I can give the cookie to the fucking imp. You know, as opposed to like smushing the cookie up against the door. Yeah. Some of the things are just a little too, out there. You lay the cookie on the ground before you can shout that you brought it food. The imp swipes up the treat. Yum yum, my favorite. Come inside. Yes, follow. Come catch me, the imp shouts, leaving the door ajar for you to follow. My shit better be in there. You sigh loudly, not excited by the ungrateful imp or the foreboding atmosphere of the lovely mansion. Yes, just lovely. Fun fact, Tremire Mansion is a leftover from a game that Grommetal was making before he was recruited to this project. Thamir? Okay. That's cool. Hey, no problem. And, you know what? I imagine some really amusing things await us in there. Lots of imps and their impy games and all that. But I think we'll leave that for next time. So, thank you very much, and always remember, RSVP when you're going to go to somebody's house. Don't just show up uninvited. Take care. Until we game again. Cut. Even the map looked like it was flipping. Kinda. It sort of does. It's still not as blatant as the castle in the background of Castlevania Stage 3, where it's just like extending the tower or up like that, But it's close. It's kind of close. Nice call, kitten. Nice call. Okay. Paranoia save. Alrighty. And, so that is going to be it for the games tonight, and I will end tonight in the traditional manner with these call out to all the Patreon supporters. Mike Panza, Viceroy Scorn, Rick in Baltimore, Tristan R. Dunn, D.I.O.D., Jumpy Cat, also the post-production contributions of Matthew Carr Anderson, and let us never forget all of the wonderful and just stupendous Lycanthro fans out there, viewing the streams, viewing the videos on YouTube, and for those who came in tonight, Fletchard and Aquabrow, I want to thank you very much for being here. You are welcome back anytime. I stream on not only Saturdays 6 to 10, but also Wednesdays 6 to 10. Saturdays are going to be games like this where I'm putting stuff together for future video recordings, and I'm playing something not necessarily long form, just something that will be along the themes I do. And Wednesday is Random Retro Wednesday, where I just play some game that I've played in the past and enjoyed in the past, and I just, pick it up and have fun with it. And of course, also I mentioned I do have a Patreon. If you'd like to check out my Patreon page, it's Lycanthro Keith. I'm Lycanthro Keith on YouTube. I'm Lycanthro Keith pretty much damn well everywhere. Also on Blue Sky and on Twitter, but it's Lycanthro Keith 1 there, because somebody tried to beat me to it. But yes, very great to have you both here. And Fletchard, I think you mentioned that you had given me a follow before. I thank you very much for that. And you too, Aquabrow. I wish everyone a great rest of the weekend. I'm going to spend tomorrow untangling my tongue, and hopefully I'll be able to talk normally on Wednesday, where I'll see you for Random Retro. So take care, everyone, and Beyond Shadowgate will continue next Saturday. So until then, take care. until we game again.